Hello friends, this is Pallavi Sauji and today I am going to explain the concept that is arrays in Java. This video is also helpful to ICSE 10 students for their computer application subject. First you must know what is array and why to use it. See, whenever we create any variable, then what will happen? Let I have declared one variable integer n. Then inside a memory 4 bytes will get reserved for that variable, and here you can store a value. Okay, and why it is called as variable? Because its value can change during execution of a program. This is just a concept of variable. Means I just want to store whole number, then we have to declare one integer variable. If you want to store any character, then declare one character variable. And always keep in mind that if you are declaring a single variable, then it is capable of holding only single value. You cannot store here more than one integers, because here there is a memory space which is required for only one integer. If you want to store two integers, then what should be done here? Here we have to declare two variables, let m comma n. Then n variable will be there again, and for that also 4 bytes will get reserved. And here also you can store one more value. Getting? Means if you are declaring a single variable of any data type, then that single variable is capable of holding only one value. You cannot store more than one values. Now let us see one example, then you will get better idea about this. Let I have declared only one variable m here, and I am just placing here loop for I equals to, I should be declared, that's why for int I equals to 1, I less than equal to 10, suppose I am writing, and I plus plus. What will happen? This loop will get executed 10 number of times. Why? Because I's initial value is 1. It will check for condition is true, 1 is less than equal to 10, yes, that's why control will come inside the loop. And after execution I will become 2 is again less than equal to 10, again control will come inside and will execute the loop, and so on. So see, this loop will get executed 10 number of times. Now my purpose is to accept 10 numbers from user. Then suppose I have written like this, let there is one scanner class object like scanner in equal to new scanner. Here we have to write that system.in. What is this? Here I have created one object in of scanner class. If you want to accept something from user in Java, then you can use this scanner class for that purpose, and for using this you have to first import that java.util package, then only you can do this. Okay, see what I am writing here, m is equal to in dot next int, in this. Okay, now what will happen here? See, it will read one integer and will store inside it. Again the loop will get executed. See, internally what will actually happen? See, here m we have created for I equals to 1. Whenever value of I is 1, then condition is true, control will come inside, and suppose user is entering one value, that will be read and that will get stored inside here. Now suppose user is entering value 5. Okay, no problem. Again I will be 2, again condition true, again control will come inside, and suppose user is again pressing one value. See, here we will give message to the user like enter any 10 numbers. Okay, now again user will enter some other value, and again I am storing that inside here. Then what will happen? The next value will be again stored inside yum, means the old value will get replaced. In this way this loop will get executed 10 number of times, and that's why at the end we will not get all 10 numbers entered by the user. We will get only the last number entered by the user. Getting? And means this one variable is not capable of holding multiple values, more than one values. If you are declaring only one variable, there you can store only one integer value. This is the point only. Now see, here instead of scanner, if we are using buffered reader, let we have created one buffered reader object. Buffered reader, let br equal to new buffered reader, new input stream reader system dot in. That whole part we have to write. And now using this br, suppose I want to read data, then what we write here? Simple integer dot parseInt, and then in bracket we have to write that br dot read line. BR, buffered reader, we can use to accept data from user, but whatever data read that will be in string format, that we have to convert to integer using integer dot parseInt. Now this integer is a wrapper class, and this parseInt method is written inside that wrapper class, that we can use to convert string to integer, because using buffered reader we can only read information from user in the form of strings. Now this is again same thing will happen, no any change. Okay, whether you are using scanner or using buffered reader, it doesn't matter here. Here only the point that you have to understand is, if we have declared single variable, then we can store there only one value. Now let I want to accept 10 values from user, and all those 10 values I just want to use in that program after this. Okay, for example, you want to do sorting of numbers. Sorting is nothing but arranging data in ascending or descending order. If you want to do that, then what you will do? You have to just accept all those numbers from user, you have to store all those numbers separately, and then you have to do that sorting. Getting? Means all those numbers you want. Here at the end you will get only one number that was entered at the end. Getting? Now the solution is, you have to declare either 10 different numbers, like let m1, m2, m3, m4, m5 up to m10. But that is not feasible solution, that is not easy to handle. You have to write 10 different statements to accept the data. You cannot use loop there. And the solution is array concept. See, array is what? Array is nothing but a group of similar kind of data elements. This is the array concept that is better in this case. If you want to do any action on same type of data elements, group of similar data type elements, then in that case you have to use array concept. Array is a collection of similar kind of elements, means homogeneous elements. Array is a collection of elements of same data type. Getting? And one more point is, those are stored contiguously in a memory. Getting? All those elements will be stored in one group in a memory also. Now what is that exactly? Everything I am going to explain. In simple word, first I will give you the definition, then in proper wording I am going to explain the definition. See, array is a collection of homogeneous elements. Collection of homogeneous. Homogeneous means having same data type. Okay. Homogeneous means having same data type. What is array? Array is a collection of homogeneous elements, means the elements which are having same data type. If you want to group together multiple elements of same data type, then you can use their array concept. Means here just we are doing one thing, we are just declaring a variable having single name but having capability of storing multiple elements. See what I am saying? Here I am just creating one structure that will store multiple elements of same data type, but those will share same name. How we can differ all those elements? Using subscript. That is the concept of array. And one more point, very much important, stored contiguously in a memory. Now what is the meaning of this contiguous memory allocation? Contiguous is nothing but continuous. Means all those elements are stored in one sequence inside a memory also. Okay. Again one more definition. What is array? Array is a data structure. An array is a data structure. Okay, what is this data structure? Structure or data structure means how the elements are stored. Okay, then what are the possible operations on that? That all part comes under this data structure concept. But here just keep in mind the definition. An array is a data structure created inside a memory. Created in a memory to represent number of values of same data type. Actually number of values, or you can say that number of elements of same data type you are just storing inside a memory. Okay, now here array is a data structure created in a memory to represent number of values of same data type sharing single variable name with the variables having same variable name. What is the meaning? See here all the variables, means here actually we are declaring multiple variables, but all those variables are having same name and all those values are of same data type, whatever we are going to store inside all those variables. Actually we are declaring a single array, means we are just declaring number of variables of same data type, but all those will have same name. Okay, that's why the definition is like this, having same variable name, and we can access those variables, all those variables with the help of subscript. Why? Because see here all those variables are having same name, let m. Now how to differ all those variables? Just with the help of subscript, means let m of 0, m of 1, in this way. Just I am going to explain, don't worry about that, along with different subscripts. Okay, and that's why see all those variables are having different subscripts. Here only single variable name we are using. That's why this array is also called as a subscripted variable. See, before explaining this definition, I am just going to create one array, and what is internal structure of that array, how the array will get stored internally inside memory, that part first I will explain. Then you will understand this definition very easily. Here we have to see two types of arrays, one dimensional and two dimensional array. Now from that, how to create one dimensional array? For that, what is the syntax? That first I am going to explain. See, there are basically two types of arrays, one dimensional array and two dimensional array. Okay, these are just two types of arrays, one dimensional array and two dimensional array. One dimensional array is also called as single dimensional array, and two dimensional array is also called as double dimensional array. See, here two dimensions are there. If we are just storing a group of elements, single group of elements, then that is like this. Here multiple elements of same data type. In this way, if you are storing number of elements, then that is just like a single row, and that is called as a one dimensional or single dimensional array. And if you are grouping multiple single dimensional arrays, then the structure is like this. Let this is one array, this is second array, this is third array. Means here the structure is like row and column. That is nothing but a two-dimensional array, because it is having two-dimensional like rows and columns. Getting? Here actually the concept is group of multiple one-dimensional arrays is nothing but a two-dimensional array. Here this is not like this. There should be a fixed size. Okay, elements of that array will have fixed size. Means here I am just grouping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements of same data type, then that is one dimensional array. And here see, I am just creating group of multiple one dimensional arrays, means array of arrays you can see. This is the concept of double dimensional array or two dimensional array. Now see how to declare one dimensional array, that first I will explain. What is the internal memory structure, that I will explain, and then you will get what is this exactly. Okay. See the syntax. Syntax is what? Syntax is nothing but a rule, just like English. English is having some grammatical rules. In the same way, all the programming languages are also having their own grammatical rules, and those are nothing but syntax and semantics. Okay, actually we have to see how to write any statement in Java. That is nothing but a syntax. In all programming languages the definition is same. Now see what is the syntax here. Here data type first you have to mention, after that name of array, that is nothing but variable name. Then here you have to write square bracket, opening and closing square bracket. Here don't mention size, always keep in mind. Then is equal to we have to write, then new, again same data type and in square bracket size. This is the syntax to create array. Suppose I want to create integer array of size 10. Then that array is capable of holding 10 integers. Getting? See here, suppose I am writing like this, the example is int. Here suppose m, again I am giving same name, but here I am putting one square bracket. This square bracket, this is also called as a subscript operator. This represents that m is not an individual variable. This m is an array. This notation represents that this m is an array. And now here write equal to and then write new keyword. New is always compulsory because here Java is an object oriented language, and here array will be created dynamically. Dynamically means at runtime on heap section, and that's why you have to use here new keyword. New, then again we have to write int, and in square bracket let I just want to create array of 5 integers, then we will write here 5. Getting? This is the syntax to create array of 5 integers. Now see here what will happen. Here I am just creating one array of type integer, and this is capable of holding 5 integers and name is m. Now internally for 5 integers, whatever required space that will be allocated for that array. Now see, this m is array of 5 integers. For 5 integers, 5 into 4, because one integer is taking 4 bytes. That's why 5 into 4, 20 bytes will get allocated for this m array. Those will get reserved in a memory. This 20 bytes block now has been reserved for storing this m array inside a memory, and there are partitions now like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See in this way. Now these first 4 bytes will represent the first element of that array. In the same way, second, third, fourth and fifth. Always keep in mind the elements of array are accessed with the help of subscript operator. See here, name of array is m. Okay, now m we can use to access this array, m variable name, but only m we cannot use. We have to use like m of 0, m of 1, m of 2. In this way means what? See here, this element we can access with the help of m of 0 name. Now this variable is having name m and subscript is 0 here. See, this 0 is a subscript and it is also called as index. Array index always starts with 0 and ends with size minus 1. Of course, here counting will start from 0. Always keep in mind, don't start counting of array elements using one index as a starting index. 0 is a starting initial index we have to use for array elements. Okay, see here m is a name, index starts with 0, the second element index is 1, index is nothing but subscript. Okay, now here using m of 1, this variable we can use to access the second element of array, then m of 2, then this one is m of 3, this one is m of 4. Getting? These are just indices, or you can say that subscripts. And m of 2, then m of 3, m of 4. In this way we can access individual elements of array with the help of array name with subscript. That's why this is also called as a subscripted variable. Now see the definition. This array is a data structure created inside a memory. See, this is a data structure which is created inside a memory to represent number of values. These are multiple values, okay, of same data type. Here you can only store multiple integers. You cannot store here one integer, one character value in this way. No, not possible. Here you can store multiple integers, and see here all those integers, all those variables are having same name but different subscripts, that is called as an index. Okay, see here, see, an array is a data structure which is created inside a memory, that is to represent number of values or group of values of same data type with variable name which is a same variable name, all are having. Along with we have to use subscript, different subscript. Always array index starts with 0, array subscript start with 0, ends with size minus 1. Of course we are starting from 0, that's why size minus 1 will be the last index. Getting? And now here we are using subscript along with variable name, that's why it is also called as a subscripted variable. This is just a concept of array. Getting? Now array is what? Array is a group of elements of same data type. You can say that homogeneous data types. Array elements are stored contiguously in a memory. Every element we can access with same variable name, whatever name of array, along with subscript. Subscript is very much important here, and that index or subscript always starts with 0, ends with size minus 1. This is just a array concept. Getting? And there are basically two types of arrays, one dimensional array and two dimensional array. One dimensional array is also called as a single dimensional array. This is the example of single dimensional array. It is just like a one row we are creating. Only one subscript we have to use while accessing the element of that array, and this is nothing but a one dimensional array concept. The next one is a two dimensional. It is also called as a double dimensional array, and that is again collection of multiple rows. You can think, means collection of multiple one dimensional array is nothing but a two dimensional array, and that is also called as a matrix. Means we can do matrix manipulation with the help of that two dimensional array concept. Getting? One more point is there, arrays can be considered as a composite data type. Composite means what? Collection, group. Okay, a composite data type is a structure where we are just grouping together similar kind of data elements or different kind of data elements also. Here again, here inside array also we are just combining or grouping multiple same data type elements. That's why here there is a grouping. That's why this is also called as a composite data type. Getting? Now see, if you want to create integer array, then you have to write here integer. If you want to create character array, if you want to store suppose division of 5 students, then you have to create one character array, because division will be like A, B, C, D, E, F, anything like this. Those are just characters, and for that you have to create a character array. If you want to store suppose temperature of cities, then there you can create double array or float array. Here just you have to write that type of data type. Okay, and here whatever number of elements you want to store, that size you have to mention. The internal structure will be same, but only byte difference is there. If you are creating character array, then every character will take 2 bytes. Getting? Now I am going to explain how to accept array from user. There are multiple ways actually. See, there are multiple ways to accept array from user. The first way is directly you can assign array elements while declaring that array. That is assigning array at the time of declaration, initializing array at the time of declaration. That is the first way. Okay, assignment or initialization at the time of declaration. For that, I am just going to explain one program. Directly we'll see one program here. Okay, let us see. Here we have to create one class, let test, and inside that public static void main string args we have to write. This args is again one kind of array that we are using in every Java program. Okay, that is of type string, but here we are not mentioning the size. Using length property we can just check out the size of that args array. Okay, but don't worry about that, that is a command line argument part that I am going to explain after some time. But here see, here first you have to just think how to initialize array at the time of creation of that array. See, here I am creating one integer array like int m, and here initially we write like new int of 5 suppose. But if you are initializing array at the time of declaration, then there is no need to use that new keyword while creation of that array. Here we will directly use curly brace and we will put all the elements comma separated. See, if this is integer array, then all the elements we can directly put like this. See, suppose the first number is 5, then 10, then let 7, then 9, then let 20. These are 5 elements, means actually this array will be of size 5. Automatically this array will be created and all the elements will be initialized with these numbers. Now whenever we will create array like this, internally for this 5 elements total 20 bytes will get reserved contiguously in a memory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This first element is nothing but m of 0, then m of 1, 2, then 3, and then m of 4. This type of structure automatically will be created inside a memory after execution of this statement. And now all the elements will be sequentially stored on their places. Getting? Now here the first element will be m of 0, second will be m of 1, and so on. Now in this way we can create array, we can initialize array at the time of declaration. Now here suppose I want to do sum of all those array elements, then we have to just declare some variable for that, and initial value should be 0 always. Always keep in mind whenever you are doing sum of numbers, sum of elements, then initialize that sum variable by 0. Then next thing is I counter we have to use. See here, see this is the index, 0 index, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to fetch all the elements one by one from that array, and there we will use loop. We will use loop for indexing purpose, because see here index start with 0 up to 4 we have to go forward. If we want to fetch all the array elements one by one, if you want to traverse through this array, then we will use here index, and index will from 0, 1, 2, index will start from 0 up to 4, and now it will be incremented by 1 every time, and that we can achieve with the help of for loop, because we can use loop concept for repetition. First I will fetch this number, then we will add that number to the sum, then second number we will fetch, we will add that to the sum. In this way we will do addition of all those numbers, and for that we have to access all those elements one by one, like first m of 0, then m of 1, m of 2. Here see m is constant, but this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 this is changing, and for that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 that changed index we will put a loop. Okay, now how it will work again I am going to explain with the help of this program. Just try to understand the logic. First here sum variable is there. First what I will do, inside that sum I will just add this first element 5. Now what will happen here, sum plus m of 0 we have to do first. Okay, sum is initially 0, means now sum equal to sum plus 0. Suppose I am writing sum plus m of 0 I am writing, then what will happen, sum is initially 0, that is 0 plus inside that 5 I am adding, that's why 0 plus 5 equal to 5. Now next I will do like sum equal to again sum plus m of 1. Now whatever previous sum that will be taken here. Now sum is 5 plus m of 1 is 10. That's why 15 I will get. In this way I will get at the end sum of all these array elements in sum variable. This logic we have to apply inside this program. Now see here sum plus m of 1, sum plus m of 2, m of 3, m of 4. Here statement is same everywhere. See, sum equal to sum plus m of 0, m of 1. Only index is changing. That's why instead of writing all these statements one by one, we can put a loop here. Only here instead of 0, 1, 2, we will just use that index I. Getting my point? See what we have to do here, and for that here I have taken I variable, I counter purpose for indexing purpose. Here we have to do addition, and for that we will place a loop like for C I equal to 0. Always keep in mind while doing array programs, if you want to traverse through all the elements, just start with 0 always. See, I equals to 0 up to which, see, the last statement will be m of 4. Okay, that's why 0 to 4 we have to move forward. That's why I equals to 0, I less than 5 I can place here. Less than 5 means up to 4. See, less than 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 4 this loop will be executed. Every time I am just adding 1 in that I variable. That's why we have to write I plus plus. Getting this plus plus is a increment operator that we can use to increment value of that variable by 1. Now next, here what we have to write, see here sum plus m of 0, sum plus m of 1 means sum equal to sum plus m of 0, sum equal to sum plus m of 1. In this way we have to repeat all these statements. Only index is changing. That's why see here we can put statement like this, sum equal to sum plus m of I. See, in this way we can do addition of all those array elements with the help of loop. See, I equal to 0, less than 5, I plus plus, sum equal to sum plus m of I. Initially I is 0, condition is true, control will come inside, sum equal to sum plus m of I. Here first right hand side will be executed. Sum is initially 0, 0 plus m of I is 0 initially. See, I is initially 0, sum is also initially 0. I is 0, condition is true, control will come inside, sum equal to sum plus 0. Always keep in mind right hand side will be executed and whatever computed value will be stored inside left hand side variable. Okay, and that's why what will happen, sum equal to m, sum plus m of I. Now here this part will be executed plus sum is initially 0, this one is 0 plus m of I is 0, m of 0 is 5, that will be fetched here and whatever computed value that will be again stored inside sum. That's why 0 plus 5 will be stored inside sum now. Getting? And now here again control will come here for increment purpose I plus plus. I plus plus means increment the value of that I by 1. I will become 1 now. Getting? Again this control will come here to check for the condition. Again now I is 1 is less than 5. Yes, condition is true, control will come inside, sum equal to sum plus m of I. Again the same statement, sum is now 5 plus m of 1 because I is now 1. M of 1 means this one, 10 will be added. Now 5 plus 10, 15 will be again we are storing inside, 15 will be again stored inside sum. Getting? Now sum will be 15. Now next, see, again I will become 2. Again the same thing will be repeated, 15 plus the next element is 7, 15 plus 7 that is 22, value will be again stored inside sum. Now this old value will be replaced every time, okay, because sum is a single variable, this is not array, m is a array, okay. Now next time 22 plus 9 will be done, sum is 22 plus m of 3 because now I is 3, m of 3 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 9, m of 3 is 9, that's why 9 will be added in 22. Here 31 answer is there, that will be again stored inside sum. Now the last thing is, now I is 4, again condition is true, yes, 4 is less than 5, is it true or false? Yes, it is true, 4 is less than 5, that's why now again what will happen, here 20, that m of 4 is nothing but 20, that will be added inside sum is 31 plus 20, 51 will be stored inside sum now. Getting? And now I is 5, condition is false, I is less than 5. Is it true? No, it is false. Whenever condition will become false, control will automatically come in outside the loop. Now here we can display sum of array elements easily. Now how? System dot out dot println sum equal to sum. In this way, that's it. This is the program to just add number of array elements. 5 integers you can add here. Okay, in this way you can just accept all those array elements from user also. That is the second way. With the help of scanner class we can achieve that. Again, with the help of buffered reader class also we can achieve that. One more point, keep in mind that, see, if you want to just initialize character array, then how to initialize it? See, char we will write, suppose character array name is C, and here only square bracket we will put, we will not put here size. Okay, size will be automatically computed. Now here we have to write, I am just creating array for vowels like A, E, I, then comma, O, comma, U. In this way, see, I am just putting all the characters in single quote, because there is a rule that character literals or constants should be enclosed inside single quote. That is the rule. That's why if you want to mention any character directly inside a program, then you have to put their single quote. That is compulsion. Okay. And now see, suppose you want to create any string array, then for that you have to just place double quote. Okay, you can separate all the strings using double quote. How to create that? See, string type array you can create. See, always keep in mind, for integer, character, float, double, you have to write all everything in small case letter, means I and T, everything you have to write in small case. But while using string data type, S should be capital, because string is not a basic data type, it is a class which is already created inside Java that we can directly use. Okay, just like a primitive data type, we can use this string also, but that is a non-primitive data type, that is string. Okay, now see, string array how we can create? Simple, S capital, keep in mind, string, let array name is as, here let mango, then double quotes, then give comma, then here let banana, double quotes, comma, then next apple. Here see, everything you have to write in one line. Okay, because of space I am writing in this way. Okay, apple, that's it. Just I want to create group of 3 strings. That is again allowed. This mango we can access with the help of S of 0, this one S of 1, S of 2. Getting? This is how we can create a string array. And in this way we can create a character array. We can create integer array in this way. Float array, you can directly specify all the values comma separated, like 1.2, 3.4, 5.6 in this way. Double array, again the same thing. Okay. Now the second way is, see, if you want to accept any array using input stream reader. Okay, actually input stream reader, not only input stream reader, we have to use their buffered reader class. Okay. This is the second way how we can access array elements. Again, scanner class also you can use, but before that I am just explaining this input stream reader. Same program I am just explaining. Let us see. I don't want to initialize this. I want to accept all the elements from user. Then we will create first array like this, int m square bracket is equal to new int, and here let 5 is the size. Okay, now I just want to accept all the elements from user. Now before doing this task, this whole part, we have to first accept that array and then we can do this addition. Now how to accept? Here at this place you have to just write some statements to accept that array from user. See, first we have to create one object of this buffered reader. Okay, buffered reader. How to create object? See, in this way, buffered reader. This class is present in java.io package. Okay, that's why you have to compulsory import that package first in your program, then only you can use this buffered reader class. Now one more point is there. If you are going to use buffered reader, then here you have to write this statement like throws IO exception. See, here only just keep in mind that if you are using buffered reader, then you have to write this statement throws IO exception. Why? Because see, this IO exception is a cached exception. Cached exception means what? See, first whenever this program will be compiled, then if we have used buffered reader, or we have used suppose file reader from that java.io package, then there are chances of IO exception. Exception means runtime error. That IO exception is a cached exception, means compiler will always check that whether there is a possibility of that IO exception and whether that exception is handled or not in that program. Compiler will check that first. If we have not written this throws IO exception statement, then of course you will get here compile time error. Always keep in mind. If you are not writing this throws IO exception, then you will get here compile time error. This program will not be executed, not even compiled. That's why always keep in mind, if you are using any class from java.io package, then you have to write this throws IO exception compulsory. Otherwise you have to put try catch block, that is the second option. Okay, everything about these exceptions and where there is a need of writing this throws IO exception, where is no any need, everything I am going to explain in detail in that video. Java exception handling. See, only keep in mind that you have to write here throws IO exception if you are using any class from that java.io package. For accepting data from user, first we will create one object of buffered reader. Like buffered reader, here I am writing br, you can write in also, anything. Br equals to C, we have to write again new buffered reader. And see, whenever you are creating any object of buffered reader, for that you have to pass one object of input stream reader. Here I am just directly creating that object. How to create object? With the help of new keyword. New input stream reader, CISR capital reader, and in bracket we have to write system.in. This is what? This system.in is an inbuilt stream object that will represent keyboard. Okay, if you want to fetch something from keyboard, see what will happen here. Whatever you are typing onto the keyboard, that will be fetched, and that is for that one stream object will be created here. That input stream object will be created by fetching that input. Okay, and then that will be passed inside a buffer. That type of operation will be done here in this statement. Here just try to understand that you are just creating one buffer object, and inside that buffer there is input whatever accepted from keyboard. Okay, and that you can read. And for that, if you want to just read data from user, then you have to just use this statement. If you want to use buffer reader. If you want to use scanner, then simple way is there, just create one scanner class object like scanner s equal to new scanner system.in, and with the help of that scanner object also you can accept data. That part I am going to explain up to this point. See, here we have just created one buffer reader object. Now we have to give message to the user that enter any 5 numbers. Again you have to use that system.out.println. Here I am just writing SOPLN, but while doing practicals or in your examination you have to write in depth like system.out.println, whole statement you have to write. Don't write this shortcut method in examination, always keep in mind. SOPLN, here we will just give message that enter any 5 numbers. Okay, Now user will enter all those 5 numbers, and to accept those numbers and store inside array, again we have to place a loop, because whenever we will create array, then the structure will be like this inside a memory, like 0 1 2 3 4, like m of 0, that will be the first element, 1 2 3 and m of 4, and now here all those elements whatever accepted from user should be stored. That's why again we have to use loop for this index 0 to 4. For I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Less than 5 means up to 4. Here you can also place less than equal to 4 also. Okay, now here we have to write, like, see, the element is m of I, m of 0 equal to integer dot parseInt, and here in bracket you have to pass that br dot read line, r small l capital, and this is a method, that's why you have to place this parenthesis after read line. See what will happen here. First br dot read line will be executed, means whatever user will enter, that first number will be catched and that will be converted to integer because of this integer dot parseInt. Always keep in mind this br dot read line will fetch the input in the form of string that should be converted to that specific data type. That's why it will be converted to integer and then will get stored inside that array. Means here m of 0 first element, suppose user is entering 5, then that will be stored at m of 0, then second element at m of 1, m of 2, and so on. In this way all the elements will be stored because of these statements in that array, and after that you can do the sum in the same way as discussed before. Okay, now this is the second way. Using input stream reader also you can access the array elements. Now one more point is there, if you want to fetch character array with the help of this buffered reader, only keep in mind that instead of writing this, see, you can just write char and here br dot read, because br dot read will fetch only one word from that string and that will be converted to character and will get stored. Okay, there is no any method like character dot parse char, no. Okay, so for that we have to just use this. That's it. Now see, now you can take a screenshot for your practice. Okay, just try this program. Now the next method is using scanner class, also you can do this. Okay, only one change you have to do here. See, just instead of this buffered reader, create scanner class object like this. See, then in that case there is no need to write this throws IO exception. See, instead of buffered reader, if you want to use scanner class for accepting that array, then after these two statements you have to create one object of scanner class like this, scanner sc equal to new scanner and in bracket system dot in. That's it. And here again you have to put that message to the user, enter any 5 numbers, and after that place a loop like for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and just write here that m of I equal to sc dot next int. Very easy. Now m of 0, m of 1, m of 2, m of 3, m of 4, all the elements will be accepted with the help of this loop. Here you have to give that message like system.out.println and enter the 5 numbers. That is compulsory, because always user will enter the numbers or user will give input if there is a proper message onto the output screen. Getting? And the last way, that is with the help of BlueJ also you can accept the array. I means here only instead of string you can pass their integer array also. That is the next way. Okay, that is only with the help of BlueJ only you can do. See, if you are using that BlueJ IDE, then only this is applicable, this last point. Keep in mind. Here you will pass that integer array directly instead of doing all these things. Okay, here instead of string array I am just passing here integer array. Now the array is ready, you can directly use that for addition. But before that, see, here we don't know the size of array. To get the size of array, means number of elements in that array, there is one length property of that array that we can directly use. How? See, here we have to just declare like L is a size of that array, suppose, then I, then sum. 3 variables we will declare, and now we have to compute first size, because in advance we don't know the size. Here any number of integers you can pass. And now here see, L equals to simple m dot length we can use. This length is a property of that array. Don't use that open close round bracket. Don't do this mistake. In case of strings, to find number of characters in that string, we will use again the length, because length is a method present in that string class. But here length we are that is not a method. Don't write here open close round bracket after length. You are just passing 5 integers while calling this method in that BlueJ system, then this length will be 5, and this L we have to use here. That is only the change. This is very easy method. If you are passing character array here, just write here char. Then if that is a string, just write here string. Getting? No any change. Just you can display all the string elements one by one. That's it. This is all about how to accept array, how to do addition of number of integers using array concept in Java. In this session we have seen what is array, how internally the array will be allocated, what is the memory representation. Then some programs we have discussed, how to accept array. There are multiple ways of accepting array, how to initialize array at the time of declaration, what are the 2 types of arrays, everything we have just discussed in this session. Now in the next session we will see some basic operations that we can do on one-dimensional arrays. Till that, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.